Good morning. Meanwhile, back on the hobby farm. Well, we're actually not on the hobby farm. We're just up the road, a very, very short distance from the homestead. We are at Big Lake this morning. Check that out, folks. Do you see that? Color on the top of those trees. It's too early for that. Although, I'll tell you, we've had a sneak preview to fall the last week and a half, 2 weeks. It's only been in the 70s. I am out walking my friend Stella. Stella lives over here on the lake. Some friends of ours are out of town. And my wife and I do critter sitting. The concept is very basic and easy. Instead of bringing your dog to a kennel when you go out of town for a weekend or a week, it stresses them out. They don't know if you're coming back. They feel abandoned. Some dogs that were rescued from animal shelters, it brings back memories to them. It's stressful. Not to mention they could come back with kennel cough or fleas or anything else. So Stella here gets to stay home. Hi, you girl. You gonna sit? Show them how smart you are. Can you shake my foot? Shake, shake. You're not used to it. If I put my hand on there, you would shake. Come on. So this way they get to stay in the comfort of their own home. Stella has her own couch. So when I come there, she lets out one bark to let me know that she knows I'm there. She jumps down off of her couch. And this dog is so good. We're in a very, very secluded area. I have a leash around my neck, and I only do it if there's maybe somebody else walking by with a dog. But 98% of the time when we come out here 3 times, 4 times a day, Stella is not on the leash because there's not another person around or another dog. But just in case that 1%, 2%, always want to be prepared. Isn't this beautiful, folks? A friend of mine up the street, a good egg customer of mine, just posted about a little over an hour and 15 minutes ago. She was out here kayaking. She comes out early in the morning, and she was sharing pictures. She says, you know, it's beautiful, not a ripple on the lake. There were eagles out. There were, I think she said, turkeys, deer. Absolutely beautiful. Here's where we just walked from. The DNR, Michigan DNR owns this. It's a little private drive to the boat landing. It's a beautiful piece of property. Way out there in the distance is where there's a home right up there on the hill. Come on, Stella. There's already 3 fishermen out here. They purposely don't put trash bins out here because they don't want to have to come and empty it. But you get people that are slobs that do it right out here. Look at that. Hey, that's our friend's pickup truck. Look at they put trash out there. Terrible. And Stella's doing her business. I will pick that up. I normally have a trash bag with me. I forgot to bring one this morning. I will come back and pick up that trash. I was talking to the Marine officer here yesterday. Was sitting here. There was only one truck with a boat trailer on it, and I walked up to him and said, "You've got a gravy job." He said, "Absolutely." He was a full-time engineer, part-time Marine officer for the county. Come on, Stella. Stella, come on, girl. Listens very well. And he just does it part-time when he's not working his full-time job. And so he was just sitting out here. He goes, no, we don't bother putting in our boats if there's nobody out here. Why waste the gas? So he was out here. Nice guy. I gave him a little history of the lake. My wife, who we addressed as Mama Joanne, her father pushed to have this public landing, this boat launch area, put in many, many years ago. He's long gone. He pushed to have it. My wife grew up on this lake. There used to be a store over here on the lake. Very, very secluded. No beach, just a public landing to bring your boats. It's very popular. I think they say there's bass. I'm not into fishing, but I believe they said there's a lot of bass in here. Yesterday we were here. There was a little bit of a breeze and a ripple, but this morning there is nothing. Look at that. There's not many homes on here. It stretches around. They call it Big Lake. It's not a huge lake at all. But it's a good secret. Right over there, we're going to zoom in, is called, it's called Boy Scout Island. For many, many years, they would pay $1 a year to the person that owned it, and the agreement was you had to utilize it at least one day a year for your Boy Scout activities. They would bring the Boy Scouts out there. They would have a long weekend or a week of camping on that island. Beautiful piece of land. It's up on a hill. They missed it during the COVID, and the guy was in the process of selling it, so it voided the contract out because they missed a year. He ended up selling it, and the new owners do not allow the Boy Scouts or anybody to go on there. It just sits there empty. And they call it an island, but technically it's not. You could, if you go on the back side of it, you could probably, it's very mushy. But you really can't get a boat around it. It's very thick. But so we call it Boy Scout Island. But look at that, is some color coming in some of the trees. Not much, but still. We were in the 40s some mornings this week. Stella, we're not going to tell the people which one is, but I just zoomed in, or just did one of your, I panned in on your home. Hi Stella, can you sit? Can you sit for me? Sit for me. Sit, give me your paw. Yeah, give me your paw. Give me your paw. Yeah, you're such a good girl. Very calm lake, beautiful out here. One of my neighbor friends is out here because I see their truck. Should be kayaking, maybe way out there. Let's go see. Can't really see, it's kind of fuzzy. But look at this photo, this is beautiful. And when I leave here, I'm going to take Stella with me for a ride, and we're going to go feed the horses. We'll go for a ride after. We'll go feed the horses. You would like that, huh? Well, maybe not today. I got to get some work done. I got to go to the big city this morning and do some private investigation work. So maybe tomorrow we'll go back and feed the horses. Or tonight. You would like that, huh? Because you're a good girl, huh? Are you a good girl? She likes, I say the word ride. You want to go for a ride? And she turns her head. She's a good girl. This is beautiful. A couple fishermen out here, or fisherwomen. Like I said, not many homes out here. And they're kind of concentrated. There's one up there. There's a couple back there. You can't see them. You've got about 5 or 6 of them here. And I think there's probably around a dozen over there. What do you think, girl? Stella is on this lake every night with her mom and dad. They have a pontoon boat, and they come out morning, day, and night. They're retired or 3/4 retired. And they come out, and I see quite a bit of photos of Stella out here on the lake. Just noticing here, they have like a buffer to keep the rocks from coming in. Don't know if, yeah, you can see it. Looks like a space view of the Great Wall of China. It's like either a plastic or a metal piece that goes in there. Separates the rocks and stuff from washing up so they can get the boat trailers in without being caught up on the gravel in there. Just beautiful. I would love to live on a lake. The only problem is most of the lots are real tiny, and I need my land for my animals. But if that were all flat over there, which it's not, it's hilly, and there was like 15 to 20 acres, I would be in seven heaven. I'd have the best of all worlds, water and land. I think some night there's a guy called Steve Wallace out of Canada. He goes by the name of Camping with Steve, and he does stealth camping all over Canada and the United States. And he finds different locations where you're not supposed to camp, and he camps. Here we camp on an island between, and when I say an island, I'm talking between on a highway, the split highway. There'd be a piece of strip of land. He will set up a tent, and sometimes he'll just use a shower curtain. He'll bring his own food, make really good food, a good dinner for himself. And he used to do it a lot with his friend called Crazy Neighbor, but he passed away recently. Anyway, I think some night I'm going to take one of my dogs and I am going to kayak out to Boy Scout Island, and I'm going to sneak out on there and I'm going to camp for the night. This lake is in Allegan County, Watson Township, between Martin, Michigan and Hopkins, Michigan. About 30 miles south of Grand Rapids, about 20 miles north of Kalamazoo, and I want to say maybe about 40 miles or less from Holland, Michigan. I believe, yeah, there's a deer right there. Right above my finger. I'm going to move my finger, and there's a deer drinking from the lake. And we have quite a few bald eagles over here too. Well, that's it, folks. Just wanted to do a little quick video of this God's majestic views of Big Lake. Are you ready to go back, girl? Are you ready to go back to the house? You are. Well, take care, folks. Have a good day. Hey, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it. Bye.